According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, distracted driving kills more than 3,000 people and injures more than 300,000 every year. Many people realize distracted driving is dangerous, but they still use their cell phones out of habit. So we're offering some helpful tips to help you stay safe when you're behind the wheel. Joining me now to talk more about that, attorney Steve Floyd. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Tonya.
Okay, talk to us a little bit about this. You see the worst of these cases, I'm sure, because people probably come to you sometime when they've been involved in an accident like this.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We represent people that have been injured in automobile accidents, and our clients either know or strongly suspect that the at-fault party has just been distracted and caused the wreck.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what distracts people.
Well, you might think it's the phone, of course, and talking on the phone, but texting on the phone, searching on the phone, but you know, there are other devices in the car, such as your radio and your GPS. Eating and drinking, and even talking to passengers can also distract drivers.
Yeah, I know I had an accident many years ago when my son, who's 20 now, he was little in the back seat. You think you can turn around and give him that pacifier, but then you turn around and you realize, you know, you're very close to that car in front of you, is all I'm saying. So yeah, you got to be careful about so many things other than the phone. You're right. Talk about how much that increases a person's risk. They don't realize how much that ups their chances of being involved in an accident.
That's true. Anything that takes your eyes off the road and your mind off the driving, there's some statistics that are pretty shocking. Talking and driving, 6 times more likely to be involved in an accident, but texting and driving, 23 times more likely.
Okay.
Quite shocking.
So that's the thing about it. People do this out of habit. You know, they do it when they're not in the car, so they get in the car and they're doing the same thing.
Oh, that's so true.
And they don't realize how distracted they are at the time until they've had an accident.
So true.
Do people really admit that they do this, or are they aware that they do this?
Somewhat. So in studies, 90% of people admit that distracted driving is a serious issue, but less than 50% will admit to it. So there's a little dichotomy going on. We know it's bad, but we don't want to admit to it. So
yeah,
we
it's
want
the other
people
people doing it,
That's
not
exactly
me.
Right.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
When we know it's a lot more people who are doing that. Are there laws out there to prevent this from happening?
There's Alabama has something on the books about no texting while driving, but they're looking to pass no use of your cell phone while driving.
Like they do in Georgia.
Like they do in Georgia. So
yeah.
That's coming down the pike. I think that's overdue, probably coming our way.
But if you're out there watching, what are some of the things that you suggest people do to prevent distracted driving?
Well, if you're going to have your phone, at least set it up for do not disturb so it won't bother you. If you just can't stay away from your phone, put it in your glove box. Just have it out of reach. You can set up your GPS and your music all before you start your trip, so you don't have to use your phone midway. And then if you need to use your phone, just pull over the car. We want you to be safe. And then if you will, just think of your driving time as something to focus on, a little quiet time for that activity. There'll be plenty of time to catch up when you get to your destination.
If you could just talk to people who've been involved in accidents, they'll tell you no text or call is worth being involved in one of these accidents.
That's so true. We hear it every day.
Hey, if they want to talk to you more about this or about your services, how can they do that?
They can hit us on the web at floydhunter.com or give us a call at 452-4000. We'll be glad to chat with you.
Good tips. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.